Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a quick mask of the day video reviewing 5 different masks and kind of like a masking technique. So the 5 masks that I'm going to be reviewing today are the Painting Therapy Packs from Moly. I got all 5 of these from sweetkorea.com and I just checked the price today and they were like $2.10 a piece. And I think that's like a very inexpensive price for these. Now they are a little bit on the smaller size. These are actually 30 grams, but the idea behind these masks is not to just like apply one to the entire face and be done. These are actually meant to be used in small like targeted areas for specific reasons. So I'll go through all 5 of these and tell you what they're supposed to do and maybe some areas where you would probably use these. So the first one is the white one. This one is the Brightening White Color Clay Mask. So this one obviously is supposed to be for brightening the skin. This is one you probably could use all over the face, but one area in particular you might want to concentrate or use this product on is maybe on the under eyes if you have any darkness. The next one is the black one. This one is the Sebum Control Black Color Mask. So this one again would be in areas where you get a lot of oil production, so maybe in the T-zone or along the forehead and the nose area. The next one is this pink one. It's called the Sos Pink Color Mask. This one is more of like a calamine lotion, so this one would be great for areas where you break out or if you have like an area where you tend to have a little bit more blemishes. So for me, my chin area, my jawline, I definitely tend to break out a bit more there. And then these last two I kind of grouped together because I don't really see a whole huge difference between the two of these. It's the blue and the yellow one. The yellow one is called the Moisturizing Yellow Color Mask, and then the blue one is called the Hydrating and Calming Blue Color Gel Clay. So between the two of these, they're both generally supposed to be like a moisturizing type of product. And to be completely honest, I feel like these are both kind of the same thing for me, and I don't really see too much of a significant difference between these, but these are ones I think you could also use all over the face if you are a little bit more dry like me. So I really like the idea of using these masks to kind of target specific areas for certain reasons, because there are a lot of times whenever using like one whole face mask, it might just dry out some areas but then help some other areas. So I like that these are actually a smaller size. They are 30 grams, but they actually would last you quite a while, I think, if you are using these more of like a targeted specific area or like using them together. So I'm gonna move on to the application process. So for the sake of this video, I will be showing all 5 of these applied to my face. However, I don't think it's very necessary to use all 5 of them. I think maybe like 1 or 2, maybe 3 max at a time would definitely be more reasonable for you depending on whatever skin concerns you have. Also, for the sake of easier application, I'm going to be applying these from like lightest color to darkest color so I don't have to wash my brush a million times in between. So the first one is the brightening one. This one is the white color. So I'm not going to take too much since I'm only focusing this on a small area. The next two are the blue and the yellow one. The blue one is called Hydrating and Calming, and then the yellow one is called Moisturizing. So this one is the moisturizing one, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks because that is kind of an area where I kind of get a little bit dry. Next is the pink one. This one is the SOS Care. So for this one, I think it's more based off of like a calamine kind of lotion. Then again, the blue one is next. I'll apply this one to the other cheek just because it's darker, and I'll see if there's much of a difference between these two. Like I said, both of them are both kind of like a moisturizing type of mask, so I'll have to see if one does a more noticeable job than the other. And finally, the black one is for Sebum Control. I actually don't really have oily skin at all, but for the sake of this video, if you did have oily skin, you could apply this to your T-zone area, so that's where I'm going to apply this. So that's just some of the idea of how the rainbow mask could look. Now obviously I think this is very kind of overkill. I don't think anyone needs all 5 of these. So I'm gonna let this sit for 10 minutes and I will wash it off and let you guys know what I think about these. And this is how I spent those 10 minutes.
I was busy thinking about boys. I was busy dreaming about boys. Give it to your man, 쏟아지는 말, touch. 하나뿐인 말, la 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 la. 내 머리
Okay, so I washed all the masks off. They were really easy to remove, definitely a little bit more easy to remove than other clay masks because these are a little bit more of a thinner mask. They do kind of dry down like most clay masks, but I found that it was very easy to remove. So with how all the masks perform, of course, you obviously are going to notice better results the longer you use them, and it has been a little bit of a while since I have used these regularly. But as far as the ones that I can tell, a bit more of an immediate reaction. Between the blue and the yellow, both of these, like I'd mentioned earlier, were both kind of like moisturizing. To be honest, I feel like you could pick just one of these, and I feel like they were pretty comparable. I actually do notice like a moisturized kind of like feeling to the areas that I applied those to, so I definitely think they both work. I don't think you need both of those, so I would honestly just pick whichever color you like more or whichever one's available. So I think you don't need both of these. The next one I feel might be just a little bit kind of gimmicky is the white one that's supposed to brighten. I don't see any noticeable immediate kind of results. Of course, maybe over like a prolonged use, maybe this would be more effective. I feel like this one could be kind of one that you would maybe pass on if that's not something you're really interested in. And the two that I think long-term use would be the most maybe beneficial is the pink and the black one. Again, I don't have oily skin, so I can't really speak too much on this one on like how it does with preventing oil or controlling sebum or anything like that. But for the price, I definitely think it would be interesting to try out if you are looking for something to control your oil. And then aside from the moisturizing ones, the other one that I feel like I would personally benefit most from is the pink one, the calamine kind of one. I do kind of have like a little bit of breakouts at the moment, and I typically tend to break out kind of along my jawline most of the time. So I found that this one was probably for me, aside from the moisturizing ones, one that I'd probably get the most use out of. So again, the whole rainbow masking kind of like trend or fad or whatever you want to call it, I think is a little gimmicky, but I actually think it could be useful, especially if you just kind of do like maybe 2 different types of masks. I think that would be a really beneficial thing for your skin depending on your skin's needs. As far as needing like 5 different masks on your skin, I think it's completely excessive, and I only applied it just so you could get an idea of all the products at once. So I definitely don't think you need all 5 of these, probably 1 or 2 at max, but it definitely was kind of fun and interesting to kind of like do the rainbow masking trend. It's probably not something I would do on a daily or weekly basis, but maybe every once in a while. So that is it for this rainbow masking video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.